Okay. So hi everyone. This is my first time teaching this class. So you can I'm Wei Sheng. You can see from like the Zoom chat display. So today I'll be teaching the second lesson for this year. So today we'll be teaching. Okay. So once again, let's set some expectations before we start this class. This expectation is the same as like teachers that taught you last week, right? So just speak and read clearly and confidently, practice your speaking skills here. And it's normal to make mistakes while we learn, especially since English may not you may not be that comfortable with English, but as you speak more, you will be able to speak better, and next time you will be able to speak more fluently. And together, we will learn more about English. You know, I can learn as much as you are learning from me, I'm learning from all of you too. So today we'll be learning about determiners. I'll be giving some definitions, and then I'll go through some examples with you, and then lastly we will do some exercises. Today we will mostly do exercises. The definitions will be more of a recap since I believe you all have learned this last time. Yeah. So what are determiners? Determiners are words like and, the, these, those. You know, I'm sure you've heard of those words, right? So a determiner is a word that is placed in front of a single noun or noun phrase. A determiner is used to indicate the certainty, location. So location, for example, these balls versus those balls. So if we say these balls, you know that the balls are close. But if you say those balls, you know that the balls are far away. Ownership, my money versus your money. So my and your are determiners, and you can understand who the money belongs to based on the word used. And quantity, so a lot of sheep versus some sheep. Yeah, so these are examples of determiner. And the pronoun usually comes after the noun it replaces. So these are some examples of determiners. So there are different types of determiners. So the first ones are articles. Articles consists of a, and the. A and N describes a single object, or the can usually describe a single object, but there are many uses to it. I will go through it a little bit of later on. Then the second one are demonstratives. So this, that, these, those are demonstratives. So they refer to specific objects that are at a particular location. So this and these are near objects, and that and those are objects further away. Then possessors are determiners that tell you what to whom an object belongs to. So for example, I say this is my hand. So you know that this is not your hand because I told you this is my hand, it belongs to me. Yeah. And then predeterminers also include countable versus uncountable quantifiers. I'll be going through a little bit more content early on, but don't worry if you feel that it's too much. Later on when we do the exercises, I'll explain the different uses as we go along. All right. So countable versus uncountable quantifiers are used to describe, countable quantifiers are used to describe objects that you can count. So for example, how many fingers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fingers. So you can count the number of fingers, right? But if I say like sugar or salt, you can't really count them. So these are uncountable. So we have different determiners which are called quantifiers in right now that are used for countable and uncountable. So each, either, every, neither, and one are used to describe one object. And then neither is used to describe none. Oh yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to just unmute and interrupt me. But just ask your question confidently and just try your best. Yeah. Then there are countable quantifiers. Countable quantifiers are used to describe plural objects. So whenever you use these terms, there must be more than one of something. So for example, both hands, many clouds, several pencils, etc. Then lastly, there are uncountable quantifiers used to describe the amount of uncountable objects. So less sugar, least sugar means there's only a small amount, but much means there's, like if I say there's much or there's a lot of sugar, there's much, would refer to like a big, like a large John or something. Yeah. And then just so that you know, there are some quantifiers that can be used for both countable and uncountable. You don't need to know them yet. As you learn more English and as you use this more, you will be able to better you get to learn how enough, most, no, some. So some is an especially common term that's used to describe both countable and uncountable. I can say I have some pencils. Pencils are countable. I can also say I put some sugar in my tea. Sugar is uncountable, but both uses are correct. Lastly, before we move on to the exercises, so I will just like to go through how to use the, because the, there are many ways to use the. You don't need to remember them, but just know that they are used like this. So later on, when I explain, you can remember that, oh, Wei Sheng has said this before, right? So firstly, we use the to refer to people or things, which we know because they have already been mentioned. So for example, this is a sample sentence. I recognize that man. He's the one who stole my bag. So we can use the here because we mentioned that man in the last sentence. So he definitely refers to this man. And that's why we can use the. Secondly, we can also use it to refer to a person or thing when there's only one. So for example, he is the principal of my school. You cannot have a school with 2 or 3 principals, right? There can only be one principal. And therefore, we can use the, since it's obvious which principal it is. The is also used before superlatives. So for example, peacocks have the most beautiful feathers. Or I have the most amount of money. Or you are the most smartest student I ever know. Example. Then you can also use the before adjectives that act as nouns. For example, they buried the dead in the grave. So here, dead refers to people who have passed away. And so we can, but dead is also an adjective. And so we can say we should put the in front of the word dead, because dead is an adjective that is currently used as a noun referring to people who have passed away. The is also used before a singular noun that is representative of a group of similar people or things. So for example, a large and flightless bird, the dodo, is now extinct. So dodo refers to the entire species of dodo, like human, right? Human refers to the entire species of mankind. So in this case, since dodo refers to a group, like the species dodo as a whole, you can use the word the. And lastly, if you're a bit distracted, we are almost moving to exercises. Yeah. This is the most commonly used way. The most common way to use the is to use it before proper nouns. So like proper nouns usually refer to names. So for example, the Niagara Falls is the largest waterfall in the world, and the Niagara Falls is a name. As you can see, they're all caps here. So because of that, we put the in front of Niagara Falls. And that's all. So it's a brief recap of determiners that I believe you should have learned. Any questions before we move on to do some practices? If you have any questions, just feel free to unmute and just ask directly. Yeah, it's alright to just interrupt. Okay, so before we do some practices, just send the response that you believe is correct inside the Zoom chat, so that I can see what the general response is. Okay, so we have 2 questions here. So I will go through both questions at once. The first question: what nuts are hard to crack? Paul said as he struggled with them. Is it this, these, any, or that?
These.
Anyone else?
These.
Yes.
These.
Yes. Correct. It is these. So for those who are wondering why is it these, it's because nuts is plural, right? And since nuts is plural, you cannot use this. And any refers to, and you use any when you're asking, or when the number of like objects you have is you're not sure. And so any doesn't work here. And that only refers to a singular object. So this is correct. What about the second question? The horse gave neigh and galloped away. So there seems to be some conflicts here. So is it or is it the? Okay. I'll give some more time before I'll explain. Okay. Okay, so the answer is why is it not the neigh? Because the neigh would refer to once a specific neigh, but there is no such thing. Like whenever a horse neighs, it's the same as every other neigh, right? So if you don't know neigh, neigh is the sound a horse makes. Like for example, a cat meows, a dog barks, a horse neighs. So if the horse neighs like 1 day ago versus when he neighs now, the sound is exactly the same. So we use the general term to put that in front of the word neigh. So congratulations if you got both correct. All right. Moving on. What washing machine which Mrs. Tang bought was very expensive?
The washing machine. The washing machine.
So I'm hearing many us and does here. Anyone think it's N? Anyone think it's N? Anyone think it's any? Okay, so from what I can hear, based on the frequency of like the answers that I hear, there are more people who answer the than but there are people who answer both. So once again, okay, let me let me just go back for a while. Let me show you something. So we use the to refer to people or things which you know because they have already been mentioned. Although they say already been mentioned, as long as it's within the same sentence, you can use the to refer to thing that has been mentioned before. All right. So just remember this. So for this, the answer is the. The answer is the because this washing machine is the specific one, the only one that Mrs. Tang bought. It cannot be any washing machine. It cannot be the one that is in your home today or the one that you see at the shop like yesterday. No. It must be the one that Mrs. Tang bought. And that's why it's the. All right. So question 4. Uncle Sam does not mind earning X income than his wife.
The answer is less.
Less. Okay, I'm hearing less. Anyone else? Any other answers? No?
No.
Okay. Inura, I see you answering less. Would you want to try to explain why? Do you want to try to explain why it's less? Pardon me if I get your name wrong. Yeah, I'll just read the names that is displayed on the Zoom directly. Or okay, Sadali. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Would you like to try to explain why is it less? No, okay, then it's all right. So the answer is less. You're all correct. So why is it less? The most the important part about this question is that Uncle Sam does not mind earning what income than his wife. So there's a comparison here, and it's the second degree comparison because you're only comparing two people, and so only less is the kind of a term that describes like comparison between two people, between two things. The rest are not really comparison words, so we can't really use them. Yeah. All right. Question 5. Laura had to knock on the door times before someone came to open it.
The answer is several times.
Several times.
Several
Okay.
times.
Here's several. Any other question? Any other answers? It's fine to be wrong. If you think you have an answer that's different from everyone else, but you think it's correct, just feel free to say it. You know, we all make mistakes and we all learn from them. And I can explain to you why it's a two. But okay, judging from so no more answers. So everyone said several. So Ruandika, would you want to try to explain? Chamodi, is that right? Is it do I call you that way, or should I how should I call you? Chamodi. Okay, it's right then. So let me just go ahead and explain. Yeah, the answer is correct. It's several because you would only knock on the door a few times, right? Like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. You don't knock on it like many times, right? So Laura, so several is the correct description. Every doesn't work because every refers to like there's a every time I come to the room, I knock the door, right? This doesn't count the number of times it happens. A little is uncountable, and each has the same problem as every, so both of them don't work. All right, moving on to question 6. William decides to give away of his pocket money to the poor, leaving nothing for himself.
All.
All.
The answer is
Okay.
all.
Okay. I hear a lot of responses. All. Any other responses? Okay, someone said some.
The answer is all.
Okay. Would you like to explain why? Why do you think it's all?
Because there is a sentence leaving nothing for himself.
Yep, that's correct. So to the person who responded some, if the second half of this sentence is not there, then you can say it's some. However, because it says that William left, like he leaves nothing for himself, that means he has nothing left. That means he gave everything away. He gave all of his pocket money away. That's the only way he can have nothing left. And so the answer is all. But it's good, good attempt. And just keep throwing out these responses. Once again, we just want to emphasize again, it's all right if you get it wrong. And if you get it wrong, I can explain it to you, and so you can understand better and do better next time. Yeah, you all learn from mistakes. So our question 7, my father often complains that my brother and I are too lazy.
Both.
Okay, I'm hearing both.
Both. The answer is both. The answer is
Okay.
both. The answer is both.
Okay, any more responses? Anyone thinks differently? It's all right to have different responses. Okay, so no more, I'm not hearing any more answers. So everyone thinks it's both, and that's correct. The answer is both. Why is it both? Because there are
2 people.
Yes, that is correct. So there are 2 people here, my brother and I. And so both is perfect since both refers to specifically 2 items or objects or people. Moving on to question 8. There is water all over bathroom floor. The pipe must be leaking. Okay, I'm hearing the. Anyone thinks it's a?
No.
I mean, can be possible, right? So whoever said is not possible, why do you think it's not possible?
Because
Why can we not use a?
bathroom is a place.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not using
Okay, yep, that is a good explanation. So yeah, the answer is indeed the. Another explanation can be there is water all over X bathroom floor, right? So that it must be specifically a bathroom, it's specifically the bathroom floor that has water all over it. It cannot be any bathroom floor. And it kind of so it refers to a specific bathroom floor, and therefore it must be the. Question 9. Come here and help me carry boxes to the van.
these.
These.
The answer is these.
These.
Answer
Answer is these.
1 or 2?
Two.
This or these?
2.
2.
2. Okay. Anyone says 1 or 3 or 4?
No.
No.
Okay. No one says 3 or 4. All right. So it's these. Would anyone like to explain why is it these?
Because the boxes are plural.
Sorry, because the boxes are?
Plural.
Yeah, you can say that. And also because, so if there's an option those here, you cannot pick those. You must pick these. Why exactly is that? Because it says come here and help me carry boxes. So that means the boxes are right next to the person, and so it's near. And so you have to use these instead of those. And yeah, this and that is wrong because plural and little is uncountable and this is countable. So therefore, the answer is these. So question 10. Pay for your purchases at counter over there. Luke told me not.
At that counter. That counter. That counter.
Answer
Okay,
is
I'm sharing aloud that. That counter. Okay. I will just go through this question now since I think this question is relatively easy. It's the same idea as question 9. Yes, everyone's correct. The answer is that counter. Why that? Because it says over there, so therefore it's
Over there
far.
word is used.
Yes, that's correct. And also counter. It's a single. There can only be one counter. So therefore, singular plus far away, and you get that. Moving on. Okay, we have already done 10 questions. Wow. Question 11. Just give me more time.
Few more.
Okay, I hear a few more. Any more answers?
little more.
Little more. Okay.
Few more.
Little more.
Okay, so there's few more, there's little more. So what do y'all think?
Little more. Some more.
It's fine. Some more. Okay.
Some more.
Little more.
Little more. All right. So there are three answers that are raised here: few, little, and some. If you're not sure, you can just type in the Zoom chat. You can say you're not sure. So then I will go into more detail. Why is
Few more.
few more? Okay. So I don't hear any more responses. So whoever said few more, why do you think it's few more?
Because in that section they have written I am almost done with the chorus.
So that means it's like a small amount, right?
So means
Okay.
that we need only few times.
All right. Then whoever said little, would you like to explain why you chose little? Okay, it's all right. We can just move on first. I heard someone say some just now. Do you want to try to explain why? It's all right. Just speak some English. Practice a bit. No. All right. Okay. So actually, what you need to pay attention to is time. Time. If you say minutes, time is countable. If you say hours, time is countable. 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But time by itself is uncountable. And so the answer is actually a little more time. You're correct in saying that you only need a small amount since I'm almost done with chores. That focus is correct. But little and few both describe a small amount. And so in this context, little is correct because time is uncountable. And for the person who said some, you can only say some if there's no here. So if I say, just give me some more time, I'm almost done with the chores, then some will be correct. But because of here, if you put some, it will be grammatically unsound. So it doesn't fit in. Yeah. I hope everyone learned from this, since this is one of the few times there's a bit of conflict between the correct answer for what the correct answer is. Question 12. Timothy caught tadpoles from a pond near his house.
Some. The answer is some.
Some. Okay,
The
I hear
answer
some.
is some.
Anyone think it's any other answer? More, much, both? You know?
Some. Some.
Okay, more sums. Okay. All right, so no one's, I'm not hearing any more responses. So general consensus is everyone thinks that it's some. And yeah, everyone's correct. So Timothy caught some tadpoles. So why is it not more? It's not more because there's no comparison. It's not much because tadpoles is countable. And it's not both because you can't catch, like you don't know if the pond has only 2 tadpoles, right? You don't know, you have not seen the pond before. So you cannot use both here. Question 13. The postman is delivering letters to household.
To every.
Every, okay.
Every household.
Every, okay.
Every
I'm
house.
hearing a lot of everys.
Every. Many.
Many, okay. I hear many here. Okay, any other question? Any other responses? So most people think it's every, but a few people think it's many.
Some.
Or some. All right. So there are also people who think it's some. So this is a contentious questions where everyone have different answers. Every also, okay. This is good. You know, if you feel like, yeah, if you feel like the answer that everyone say doesn't feel correct, yeah, just feel free to go against it. You know, I can explain. Then we can all learn together. All right, so in general, so majority pick every, but there are people who thought it's some, and there are people who thought it's many. So the answer is actually every. So why can we not use some, and why can we not use many? So this, you need to pay attention to how the word is used, right? For some and many, you're referring to a plural number of items or objects. And so the noun behind it must be in plural form. But what you see here, it's singular, it's household. So that's why the answer can only be every, because every refers to like, when you use the word every, you follow up with a noun that's a singular form. So for example, every kid, let me give a common example. Everyone uses a pen. Okay, I can't come up with an example now, but yeah, whenever you use every house has a roof, for example. Yeah, so if you can see like the word house, even though I'm referring to technically like a lot of houses, the word house is singular, and that's why it must be every. If you're not sure, again, feel free to interrupt me or send in Zoom chat. But I hope those who picked some and many, you understand why now. Okay. So moving on. Yeah, just feel free to interrupt me. Yeah. Because I see some of you like putting out some symbols. I'm not sure if you accidentally press them or if like you actually want to. So even ask, just say teacher, I want to ask a question. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Sorry. So Peter added what sugar to his coffee before drinking it?
Some sugar to his coffee before
Some
drinking.
Okay, so a lot of everything is some.
Some sugar.
Okay, anyone else thinks there's any other response? No? Okay, so no, I'm not hearing any more answers. So everyone thinks it's some, and that is correct. The answer is some. So why some is correct? This is because sugar
is uncountable.
Yes, that's correct. And some is a special determiner that can be used for both countable and uncountable, if you notice. Yes, many and few both refer to countable, and you can't add all sugar without saying like all refers to like all of what. Okay, question 15. Ivan ran rounds around the tracks than usual yesterday. This is a bit more difficult, I suppose.
Many.
Many, okay. So I feel many. Fewer, okay. So 2 and 4.
Some rounds. Fewer.
Sorry? Fewer, okay. Another fewer. If you're few, did anyone say few?
Some rounds.
Some rounds, okay. Few rounds. Okay, so everyone, there are people who think an option is correct for every option. Okay. Fewer, but more people think that 2 is correct. Any more responses? I just want to see how frequently each answer pops up. How do y'all think? Okay, so I don't hear any more answers. Does anyone want to volunteer to explain why they think it's few?
Because Dan is there.
Sorry?
Because Dan is there and it should be a comparative now.
Okay, because Dan is there. All right. Anyone want to volunteer to explain fewer? No one wants to explain why they pick fewer? Yeah. Okay, then I'll move on first. Anyone wants to explain why they pick some? All right. Anyone want to explain why they pick many? Okay, so I'll go on to my explanation then. I won't review the right answer first, but I'll eliminate the wrong ones. So few is wrong. Why is few wrong? Because that you pick the right word, whoever explained it just now. You need to focus on the word then, but then means there's a comparison, and few does not show comparison, like more or less. You know, I have less pencils than you. I have more pencils than you. So few does not have that comparison. Similarly, some also does not have that comparison. Some just refers to a quantity, right? And many just shows many of something. It doesn't show comparison. And you can see the word then here. Then needs a comparison, needs the word to have like the element of comparison. And because of that, fewer is correct. So whoever you are, if you got the correct answer, your understanding is quite well. If not, then it's all right. Now's the chance to learn, pick up the techniques that you can use to speak and write more accurate English. Yeah. Okay, so this is fewer. Question 16. What passers-by stopped to watch the street performance?
Many.
Many, okay. Many. Okay,
Much.
Everyone says many. Much, okay. There's someone who says much.
Many.
Okay, more many. Anyone think it's little or every? It's all right. Oh, and by the way, right, if you completely have no idea what the answer is, feel free to just say in the Zoom chat, because then I will go more in depth. I will explain more for the question. So sorry, what is just now someone said something? Okay, so it's the majority says it's many, but there are some people who think it's much. Can someone try to explain why is it many and not much? Does anyone know? Okay, so many and much both have the same meaning, as in both describe a large number of objects. But the difference between many and much is that many is countable, but much is uncountable. So what are we counting? If you look at the term next to it, it's passers-by. Passers-by is the noun. So can you count the number of people to one person? Yes. So correct. You can count the number of people, and therefore the answer is many passers-by. And just want to draw your attention. The singular form of passers-by is passerby. For this word, the plural form they put s at the first at passers instead of at the end like passerbys. Yeah, just something interesting for you to take note of. So if you pick much, hope you understand why is it many this time. Pay attention to the noun and whether it's countable or not. The money is yours. You can spend it in where you like.
Any?
Any? Okay. I hear
Answer is any.
any. Okay.
Any.
I hear all any's.
Answer is many.
There's so many here. So any, yeah? So everyone thinks it's any?
Any.
Anyone else thinks it's any other answer? Okay, so okay. Any, okay. So I'll just wait for a while more. Anyone wants to add their answer in? No. All right. So basically, from what I can gather, everyone thinks it's any. And yeah, that's correct. The answer is any, because this means you can have many ways that you want to spend your money. You can pick any one of them. So the answer is any. Yeah. Good that everyone got this correct. So question 18. Handphones are so affordable nowadays that people are owning them than ever before.
Many.
Many.
More.
Okay, many and more. Okay.
The answer is more.
Okay. So I'm hearing mores here.
The answer is some.
Pretty close tie. Some. Okay, so you think it's some. All right. So there are three options that people will correct.
Many.
Some people.
Some people. Okay.
More.
So sounds like an even split here. More and many are a bit more popular. But some also has a very still a substantial number of people who believes it's some. Okay, then let's have someone explain why they think it's which answer. So if you think it's some, can someone explain? Can someone volunteer to explain why they think it's some? Okay, it's all right. Can someone volunteer to explain why they think it's more?
That is the word than. There it is a comparative word. Therefore, we should write more.
So
Yeah,
because of
okay.
more, so you want because of then, that's why you pick the answer more, because that's comparison. Okay. Reasonable explanation. How about those who picked many? Okay, it's all right. Then we just move on. So this sentence is a bit more complicated. If you don't understand what this means, later on with the answer, it will make more sense. But let's say you see this sentence in an exam and you don't understand. What do? You try to pick up some terms that can help you. So just now the explanation is very good, because then is the key word, is the key term that you need to answer this question. Then here implies comparison. It means there's some sort of comparison. And so some and many don't have comparison, right? They are just referring to a quantity of objects. But more does. More has a comparison. Therefore, the answer is more. This sentence simply means that because now handphones are so cheap, so yeah, there's more people. So if you compare now compared to like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there's definitely more people owning smartphones now. That's what this sentence means, if you're not sure what it means. Yeah, affordable means cheap. Okay. Question 19. Have slice of pizza Lina offered me.
Another.
Okay. Another. Okay.
The answer is another.
Okay. So a lot of people chooses another. So any other responses? Okay. Here's some. Another. Okay. Another. Okay. So there's a lot of another's here. Very strong majority. Okay, just wait for a while for any more responses. All right, no more responses. Okay. So what is it, another or is it some? Let's look at some first,
Another.
right? Another. Okay, so one more person thinks it's another. All right. So let's try to look at the word some, all right? Some explains, some is used to describe plural, many things, or at least more than one, right? Here is have, slice of pizza. Slice of pizza is singular or plural?
Singular.
Correct.
Singular.
Yes.
Singular.
If it's plural, yes, if it's plural, it'll be slices of pizza. So just pay attention, yeah? It's not slice of pizza. You don't add the S at the end of A, you add S at the end of slice. So slices of pizza. That will be plural. But because it's slice of pizza, it's singular. And therefore, we cannot use the word some. And hence, the answer is another. It's because another refers to a singular one. And is wrong because the word slice does not have a vowel in front, and many is plural, and that's why you cannot pick it. So to whoever, for those of you who pick some, I hope you understand why it's another. Yep. Question 20. What X is a very complicated problem. I need time to think about it.
This.
This, okay. This, okay. A lot of this here.
Answer is this.
This, okay.
This is.
This, okay. So basically everyone thinks it's this. Anyone thinks it's any other answer? Okay, just waiting a while for some more responses. Okay. Okay. So I don't hear any more responses. So everyone thinks it's this. And yeah, that's correct. The answer is this because is implies singular. So it means it's a singular problem, and also problem is singular too. So therefore it's only one object. So out of these four options, only this applies for singular nouns. Okay, already crossed the 20 question mark. Let's see how many more can we do before we wrap up the lesson for today. All right. Raymond is well known for being honest man. This can be a bit tricky. N, okay. I hear N. N. All right.
Answer number N2.
N, okay.
N.
I'm here all the N's. Does anyone think it's okay, yeah. So there are some people who think it's Most and any? Anyone? N, okay. I'm hearing more N's. That sounds like N is a majority, but it's quite close. Sounds like a 60-40. N, okay, more N's. More support for the second option now. Okay. Okay, let's stop here. All right, so I'm hearing a majority of N's and some people say it's So for those who say it's what do you think it's All right, that's fine. For those who say it's N, do you want to try to explain what you think is N? It's all right if your explanation is wrong or it's not that accurate. Just try to explain how you arrive at the answer so that you can better understand what you're doing even. That's okay. So let's move on to the explanation. So I believe a lot of people will pick it's because they see H. But what you need to remember, this is something that you kind of have to memorize, is that honest, for this word, H is silent. You realize you pronounce it as honest, as if the H is non-existent, like you pronounce it like O-N-E-S-T. So because it's a silent H, honest, therefore you treat it as if it starts with a vowel. And so the answer is N, because N, you use it for words that start with a vowel. So for those who pick it's a completely understandable mistake. If you don't really know this word, you won't know that it's N. So just remember, and don't make that mistake again. Yeah. Okay. Question 22. Binda was surprised to see of her books lying on the floor.
Any.
Okay.
Many.
Many. Okay. Many. All right.
Many.
The answer
Many?
is many.
Many?
answer
Okay.
answer is many.
I'm hearing a lot of manys.
The answer is many.
Many? Okay. So majority many, but there are some who think it's any.
Many.
More at many's okay.
The answer is many.
Many. All right. Okay. I don't think there are any more new responses coming in. So why any versus any versus many? For any, you can't really use any because you need to refer to like a specific quantity here, and any doesn't really refer to a specific quantity. And remember, Mindy is surprised, you know, that means it's something that shouldn't happen. If like there's none of her books lying on the floor or like a small number, she probably won't be that surprised, right? So with this context, there's probably a large number of books. And so the answer is many. It's not little, it's not much. Just in case if some of you are wondering why, it's because little and much is uncountable, right? And books are countable. Yeah. Okay. Question 23. Samantha apologized to her teachers for being rude. This question can be a little challenging, I believe. All, okay.
Many.
Many.
All. Many.
Okay, so as expected, so there are some who picked all, there are some who picked many. Okay. Okay, there's a lot more people who pick all. All is more vocal here. Anyone who thinks it's few or another?
All.
All, okay. More people picks all now.
All.
Okay. Let's wait for a while more.
All.
All right, okay. Okay. So a lot more people think it's all than it's many. Anyone who thinks it's all want to volunteer to explain why is it all and not many? Or anyone who thinks it's many want to volunteer to explain why is it many and not all? All right, that's fine. So is it all or is it many? I think most people would see the question and believe that you know, there's quite a number since it's her like teachers S, and so we either pick 2 or 4. This is once again the use of word. Remember, for honest, we use an honest man because especially for the word honest, because silent H, therefore we need to use N. So this is the same thing. You kind of have to memorize how you use the words all and many here. In this case, if you want to use the word many, you must have off at the back. So if the answer is many, there will be an off here. The sentence would sound like, Samantha apologized to many of her teachers for being rude. So that means Samantha has many teachers. Amongst all the teachers, Samantha apologized to many of them, but maybe not all of them. I repeat again. If you want to pick many here, for it to be grammatically correct, you must have an off. So many of her teachers. And so the answer is all her teachers. This is just something you kind of have to memorize, use of words. As you read more, you do more practices, you will get used to this kind of usage. Question 24. Mother bought herbal soup for my sick sister.
Some.
Okay, I'm hearing some.
Some herbal.
Some, okay. Anyone thinks there's any other answer? Completely fine.
Some.
Okay, some.
Few.
Yep. Okay. So okay, so someone thinks it's few. Okay, any more answers? All right. So I'm not hearing any more responses. There are people who pick few. So few is wrong because herbal soup, is it countable or is it uncountable?
Uncountable.
Correct. Herbal soup, you cannot count how many herbal soup. You can count how many scoops, you can count how many spoons, you can count how many bowls of herbal soup, but herbal soup by itself is not countable. Few is for countable nouns. And because of that, few is wrong. And so the answer is some. whoever answered few. I hope you understood why. And yeah, just throw your answers out. Even if you're not sure, so I can explain to you. All right, it's almost 6, so let's end off with 2 last questions, and then after this, we can end off the day. So question 25, Mr. Chen is not earning to support his large family.
Enough.
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 Enough, okay.
Enough.
Everyone, I am only hearing enough for now.
The answer
Anyone
is
think-
enough.
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 All right. Anyone thinks there's any other answer?
Enough.
The
Enough.
answer is enough. Enough.
Okay. Sounds like there's not basically everyone thinks it's enough here. So let's just move on. Yeah, correct. The answer is enough because with the context here, the substantiation is to support his large family. So for this sentence is saying that Mr. Chen is he needs to earn more, like he's not earning enough, and because of that he cannot support his large family. Yeah. Question 26. I have searched drawer, but I could not find my comb. This should have been a comma. A little typo. Several. Every. Hey, wait. Oh, wait. Give me a moment. I think there's a typo here. Wait. I think there's a typo here. Let me correct it. Let me correct it real quick.
Several.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. It slipped my mind. Share. Represents. Okay. Yeah, the 4th option is wrong. So I hear some severals. Okay.
Every.
The whole thing is every. Okay. Every. Several. So there are answers several and every. Anyone else thinks any other answer? Calling once, calling twice, 1 more responses. Okay. So I shall stop accepting responses here. So is it several or is it every? Once again, pay attention to how you use your predeterminers. So sometimes you need the noun to be singular. Sometimes you need the noun to be plural. Like if you use some or a lot of, you need the noun to be plural, right? So for several, if you want to use the word several, you need the noun to be plural as well. But drawer, is it singular or is it plural? Singular, correct. So drawer is singular. And so we cannot use the word several here. And so the answer is every. I have searched every drawer because every uses singular noun. And if it sounds a bit weird, you can see as, oh, I've searched every drawer like in my house or in the room. That's basically what the person is saying, but he didn't include the full context, right? Okay, that's all. I will stop here for today. Time is running tight. Any questions you have before I end the lesson today?
No.
All right. If not, then let's stop here. I hope my explanation has been clear enough for you all. And I appreciate the active and enthusiasm and active responses from you all. Keep it up. I hope you all just speak more and learn more through all these lessons and engagements. Yeah.
Thank you, Vishan. Thank you. You have done
Thank you.
And the
Right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishan.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Bye. It was a good lesson with you
Thank
all.
you, Suran madam.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
nice day, good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
හරි පුතේ අපි
Bye.
අටනම් මේ පන්තිය අපි දැන් අවසන් කරනවා. ඔයාලගේ පන්තිය සම්බන්ධව අදහස් අපිට ටක් ගාලා දෙයිලා පන්තියෙන් ලීව් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් ඉන්න ඕන නම් 8 10 10 11 ක්ලාස් එකට ඔයාලට ඒකට ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. ෆීඩ්බැක් ෆෝම් එක ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට ලේසිද අමාරුද එහෙමත් නැත්නම් මේක සාමාන්‍යද කියලා ටච් කරලා ඒක සබ්මිට් කරලා ක්ලාස් එකෙන් ලීව්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ක්ලාස් එකට ඉන්න පුළුවන්. හරි මම හිතනවා එහෙනම් මම නවත්තනවා. right. හරි. දැන් එහෙමනම් අපි ඊළඟ ක්ලාස් එක අපි පටන් ගමු. 10:11. අට නවයේ පන්තියේ ළමයිට අයින් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලට ඕන නම් ඊළඟ ක්ලාස් එකට එන්න පුළුවන්.
හරි අපි හමුුනේ තෙරුවන් සරණයි.
හරි පුතා තෙරුවන් සරණයි. Jimmy, who is going to conduct grade 10 and 11?
Let me check.
තෙරුවන් සරණයි හාමුදුරුවනේ.
හරි පුතා තෙරුවන් සරණයි. Arani Vijayasekara, I think you're from NMS, right? Are you the one who's going
Yes,
to
I will be conducting the class. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Yes.
Hi, welcome, Arani.
Hi.
Hi. Shall we start?
No,
Got
yeah,
it.
you can start your sharing screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so welcome everyone. So this is your lesson 2 for this year. So we'll be starting with a small game called I Spy. Have you ever heard of this game before? Anyone? Okay, so basically what you have to do is I'm going to show you a picture and you have to describe what's going on in this picture. So this is the first, hello. So this is the first picture. So what do you see in this picture? Can you form meaningful sentences about this picture? If anyone can form a sentence. A supermarket, okay. Uh-huh. Any other sentences?
Goods.
Sorry?
Children are buying goods.
Okay. Any other sentences?
Children are buying balloons.
Balloons, okay. Who are they buying it from? Sorry?
From the clown.
From the clown, yes. So can you form a full sentence using those two information?
I can say children holding balloons.
Okay, you can see children holding balloons. Yes, good.
Clown is selling balloons.
Yeah, you can say the clown is selling balloons to the children, right? Yeah. Any other sentences?
There's a little baby who's crying to buy some ice cream.
The idea is there, but the sentence is not really correct. You can say that the lady, it's probably his mother. So basically, the lady is trying to buy ice cream, and the baby is crying, right? So basically, you can say that the mother holding the crying baby is trying to buy ice cream. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other okay? Any other sentences? What else can you see in this picture?
A man is waiting in a queue.
A man is waiting in a queue. What else is he doing?
He's checking the
Watching
time.
at his-
He's checking the time. So what can you imply from that? Like, what can you say? Why do you think is he checking time, checking his watch?
Was late.
Sorry?
Because he was late.
Yeah, he might be late for something, so he's checking his watch, right? So how can you form a full sentence using that?
He may be late for his work.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. So what are these people doing right here? The two kids in the front of the queue.
Two girls
Girls are
talking
talking with
together.
each other.
They are,
Yes, good.
are having a conversation.
Yes, very good. Okay. What's this boy doing right here?
The boy is asking balloons from his mother.
Yeah, that may be a reason as well. Or he may be asking his mother to buy him a balloon as well, right? So everything is possible, yeah? So does anyone else have any other sentences?
A boy looks at the time.
Are you talking about this person?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can say that. I don't think he's a boy. You can say that the man is checking his watch. Yeah? Okay, very good. Okay, so we'll move on to the next picture. Y'all can see the picture, right? Take a few minutes,
of a bus.
analyze the picture. Yes, it's a picture of a bus. Yes, very good. What else can you say about this?
It seems
picture?
the bus.
What's the driver doing?
The bus is going very fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like the bus is going very fast.
The
He's turning
driver,
the steering. Yeah. Yes.
the driver is trying to control the bus.
Yeah, very good. Very good. And yeah, you can say that the driver is trying to control the bus, or he's taking a very sharp turn or a bend. Yeah. So what else can you say about this picture?
The people are shouting.
Yeah, they seem like they're screaming. Yes.
Someone's suitcase has fallen on the floor.
Oh yeah, the grandma's personal belongings. What are personal belongings?
Bag.
Sorry?
The bag with those fruits on it.
The bag, yes. Yes, very good. So you can say, so a personal belonging is a thing that belongs to a person, right? So this bag belongs to this grandma. So you can say that the grandma's personal belongings has fallen onto the floor. Yeah, and you can see the fruit scattered on the floor. Yes? What else can you say about this picture?
There are some crabs on the floor.
Sorry, there are some?
Crabs on the floor.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear what you said.
There are some crabs on the floor.
Crabs? Can you please type it out?
A boy is holding the bus tightly.
Sorry, can you speak a little louder, boys?
A boy is holding the bus tightly.
Yes, you can say that the boy is holding on to the railing of the seat so that he doesn't lose his balance. Yeah. What can you say about this boy?
He seems to be uncomfortable.
Yes, very good. He seems to be uncomfortable. And what has happened to his head? Sorry? Your line is not very clear.
He has bumped his head on the seat.
Yes, very good. He has bumped or knocked his head on the seat. Yeah. Any other sentences? Can you form any other sentences from this picture?
One boy screams in fear.
Yes. Okay, you can say that a boy seems to be screaming in fear. Yeah. What else? Do you all have any other sentences formed?
There's a woman who's struggling to falling down.
Okay, you can say that the woman is trying to maintain her balance or is struggling to maintain her balance. Yeah.
The girl is looking at the old lady's bag.
The girl is okay. Yeah. You can say that the girl is looking at the old lady's bag, which is on the floor, right? Yes.
An old man is holding the
Yes.
rail.
Yeah, you can say that the old man is trying to hold the railing. Yeah. Any other sentences?
A woman is trying to help to the old lady.
Yeah, you can say that the woman is trying to help the old lady. You don't have to add the word to. Any other ideas?
A woman is holding her child.
Sorry, holding her what?
A woman is holding her child.
Her child. Okay. Okay. Good.
There's a school child. A child is holding the seat very tightly.
Yeah, you can say that the school. You can say that the school boy or child is tightly holding on to the seat. Yeah.
The bus driver seems to be angry.
The bus driver seems to be angry. Yeah, good.
A boy is about to fall on the ground.
Okay, good. The boy is about to fall on the ground. Okay. Any other ideas?
There's a baby in the left side of the bus, and he's holding tight on his mom.
Oh yeah, you can say that the baby on the left side of the bus. It's not really relevant, but you can say that he's on the left side of the bus. You can say that the baby on the left side of the bus is tightly holding on to his mother. Yeah. Any other ideas? Or shall we move on to the next slide?
Let's move on to the next slide.
Okay, good. Okay, what can you say about this picture? Take a moment to analyze the picture. Yes, very good. Yeah. Yes, very good. It's a picture
A
of a park.
girl is reading a book.
Yes, the girl is reading a book. What else she give me a moment. What else she doing?
She's eating
The boys
Other
are
than-
trying to
at the same
the
time.
boys are trying to put garbage into the dustbin.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So they seem like they're trying to aim the cans or the garbage on like into the bin, right?
The
So you can
children-
say about that.
A man is
Yeah.
walking his dog.
Yeah, good. A man is walking his dog or pet. Yes, good.
Three
Just
people
three
are
children
exercising.
who are trying to toss the garbage into the
Awesome.
bin.
There is
Yeah.
a yoga
Yes, very
class
good.
in the corner of the picture.
Yes,
Three
good.
people are exercising.
Some people are exercising.
Yeah. Yes, very good.
Old lady is petting a dog.
Yeah. Yes, you can say that the old lady is petting her dog or scratching his head. Yeah. What's this woman doing right here?
Cleaning the garden.
What is she? It's not a yeah. What is she cleaning exactly? Yeah. What
The
do you call
dog's
this?
poop.
Yes, the dog's poop, or you can call it a dog's stools. Poop or stools is fine. So you can say that the old lady or lady is trying to clean her dog's stools or poop. Yeah. And what else is this girl doing rather than reading the book?
She is also
She is
eating.
eating
candy.
fruits with reading.
Yeah, you can say that the girl seems to be snacking while she's reading her book. Yeah. Or you can say that the girl seems to be eating her snacks while reading the book. Yeah. So
A man
what
is
else can you
walking with
A
his
woman
dog.
is petting his dog.
Yes, you can say that a woman is petting her dog, and you can say that a man is walking his dog or pet. Yes, very good. Any other sentences or ideas? Okay, we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, so now you have to fill in the blanks using the even words. Okay, so we'll first start with the first sentence. So the first sentence is Thomas blames blank for losing his mother's favorite scarf. What do you think is the answer?
Himself.
Himself. Yes, very good. Why is it not herself? Yes.
Because the gender
Because
is
he's a boy.
Yes, Thomas is a boy, so you can't say herself. Yeah. And why is it not his? Anyone? Why is it not his? Okay, so you can't use his because again, it's the same problem. It's his, but it doesn't really fit into the sentence, right? You can't say Thomas blames his for losing his mother's favorite scarf. It should be himself. And again, hers. You can't use hers because again, it's a gender problem, right? Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. So the next question is Aunt Sandra fell from a tree while trying to rescue blank kitten. So what's the answer? Yes.
Her
kitten.
Her kitten.
Her kitten. Yes. Why is it not hers?
because it don't belongs to her.
The kitten does belong to Aunt Sandra, but you can't use it there. Okay, so you can't say Aunt Sandra fell. Aunt Sandra fell from a tree while trying to rescue her kitten because it's not grammatically correct. So you have to say her kitten. Her also means that it belongs to Aunt Sandra, right? Okay, so why can't you say its?
Because Aunt
Anyone?
Sandra is
Yeah, Aunt Sandra is a
not a place or
No.
a thing.
yes, good. Yeah. Okay. Why is it not his?
The Aunt Sandra is a woman.
Female
Yes,
person.
she's a woman. Yes, she's a female. Yes, very good. Okay, so the third sentence is blank were about to start their dinner when they heard a scream. What's the answer?
We.
They
Okay, they, we, any other answers?
There.
There, okay. Any other answers?
We.
The, okay. Okay, so the answer is they, because you can't say we were about to start their dinner when they heard a scream, right? You have to say they were about to start their dinner when they heard a scream, because they have used the word there and they. So you can't really use the word we. Okay, and you can't say there. There were about to start. Like you use the word there when you have something that belongs to them. Okay, so you can't use the word there or we here. So the correct word should be they. They were about to start their dinner when they heard a scream. Is that clear? Any other questions from this slide?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. So we'll move on to the next slide. So the next question is, the bear gave a low growl before blank retreated into its cave. What's the answer? It. Okay. Any other answers? It. Yeah, okay. Everyone agrees that it's it?
It.
Okay, good. The answer is it. So why is it not I?
Because I am not the bear. I is
Yes,
not.
good. Yes. Yeah, you're not the bear, so you can't say I. And why is it not he?
The bear is an animal.
Yes. The bear is an animal, so you can't use the word he. And what about she? Why can't you use she?
The bear.
The bear is an animal.
Yes, the bear is an animal. Again, you can't use he or she. Yeah. So the word that you have to use uses it. So question 5. Anna insisted that the wallet in her handbag was not blank.
Hers.
What's the answer?
Hers.
Hers. Yes, good.
Hers.
Okay. Any other answers? Yeah, hers.
Hers.
Hers. Does anyone think differently? No, right? Everyone agrees that it's hers. Okay, so the correct answer is hers. Why is it not theirs?
Because it's not a plural.
Anna is a singular noun.
Yes, good. Anna is a singular noun. And why is it not mine?
I am not the Anna.
Sorry?
Because
you
Anna
repeat?
is not I.
Yes, good. Yes. And why is it not his?
Because Anna is a female
woman.
person.
Yes, she's a female. So you can't use his. So question 6. Do you know what the brother of blank is up to now? Sam asked me, pointing to my brother. What's the answer?
I think it's yours or ours.
Yours, okay.
Yes.
Yours or ours, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
Ours, okay. Yours, ours. Any other answers?
Yours.
Yours, okay.
It's yours, I think.
Okay. So the answer is mine. So do you know what that brother of mine is up to now? Sam asked me, pointing to my brother. Okay, so in a way you can use yours as well, because do you know what that brother of yours is up to now? Sam asked me pointing to my brother, right? So you can, in a way, you can use yours, but also you can use mine. Do you know what that brother of mine is up to now? Sam asked me, pointing to my brother. Okay, you can't use ours in here because they seem not to be related. Do you know what that brother of ours is up to now? So if you use ours, basically that person has to be Sam's and the other person's brother. Okay, so it's normally yours or mine. So we'll move on to the next sentence. So question 7, finding it juicy news to blank, Mr. Liu blurts it out to everyone in the room. What's the answer?
Herself.
Herself. Okay. Any other answers?
Myself.
Myself. Okay. Any other answers? Sorry. Can you repeat that again, please? Any other answers? Okay, so the answer is himself. So when you don't know whether a person is, you don't know whether Liu is a female or male, right? But in here it says Mr., right? So when you say Mr., basically you're referring to a male. So you can't use herself. So it has to be himself. Is that clear?
Yes, miss. Teacher.
Yes. Okay, good. Okay. And it can't be myself because I'm not, we're not talking about yourself, right? So you can't use myself or yourself, yes, or herself because Miss, yes?
Speaking.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? Okay, you can't use herself because you don't know whether Mr. Liu is a female, right? So it has to be himself. So the 8th question, the pupils jumped for joy when blank heard the dismissal bell.
They.
What's
Speaking.
They.
they? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other?
Okay. Okay.
Any other answers?
I think.
Okay.
they-
So it went, yeah. They.
it's
Okay.
they.
Okay. So the answer is they. Okay, because it's pupils, right?
Pupils
So we
are
have to
plural.
use. Yes. Yeah, very good. Pupils are plural and you have to use they. Okay, you can't use she because it's not singular and it's not female. Yeah. And you can't use you because it's pupils. And you can't say we also, right? So question 9. Ever since the maid left, we have to do all the housework blank. What's the answer?
Ourselves.
Ourselves, yes, good. Okay, any other answers?
Ourselves.
Ourselves.
Good, yeah, very good. So the answer is ourselves. Why is it not myself?
Speaking.
Plural noun. Because there's a word we. It is
Yes,
not
very good.
singular.
Yes, it's not singular, so you have to use ourselves, yeah? Okay. And why is it not yourselves? Does anyone have any idea?
Speaking.
Why is it? Yes. Okay, so you can't use the word yourselves because this sentence has the word we, right? So when you have we, basically we're referring to a number of people, including myself. So you can't say yourselves. So it has to be ourselves because it includes me as well. Yeah. And again, you can't use herself because it's not singular and it's you can't say that it's a female. Yeah. So yeah. So the answer is ourselves. So question 10. The little girl cries blank to sleep every night after her parents left her. What's the answer?
Herself. Herself.
Oh, okay. Any other answers? No, right? Okay. So the answer is herself. Why is it not ourselves?
Herself.
Because
The
little
girl
girl
is a
not
singular, no?
plural. Not a plural.
Yes, very good. Yeah, very good, very good. Why is it not himself?
Because
It's
the girl is a
Because little
female,
girl
no?
is a female.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
the girl is a female. Yes, very good. And why is it not themselves?
because it's not plural.
Because there is only a one.
It's
The
singular,
girl
right?
is-
Little, yes, the little girl is singular, so you can't use themselves. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay. Is there a blank we can do to help you? I asked.
Something.
Is there something?
Oh, එන්නට මේ foreigners ලාට.
Something. Anything?
Anything? Okay.
පිටරටවල ගිහිල්ලා පිටතෙන් අරගත්තු අය වෙන්නේ නැති.
Anything? Something?
ඈ?
Any other answers? Okay, so the answer is anything. Is there anything we can do to help you? I asked. Why is it not something?
Because I
Yes.
don't know what is it about.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that as well. You don't know the scope or like basically you don't know what that person needs help with, right? So you can say, is there anything we can do to help you? Yeah. Why is it not everything?
Because it
Because he is asking a questions.
Yeah, he's asking a question.
We can't use everything.
Yes, you can't use everything in this sentence. Why is it nothing? Why is it not nothing?
when you're saying do you need a help, you can't say it's nothing.
Yes, good. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. The next question is Lily shouted until she was hoarse, but blank could hear her.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody. And any other answers? Everyone thinks that it's nobody, is it? Okay, so the answer is nobody. Why is it not everybody?
When her scream.
Yeah, so this sentence says that she shouted, right? But in this case, you have to say nobody could hear her because
It's a negative.
yes. Well, in this case, what she's trying, sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry?
But not with the
Okay, so you can't use everybody here because you're trying to say that she shouted, but nobody could hear her, right? So you can't say everybody. And why is it not somebody? Again, it's the same thing. So you have to say that she screamed, but nobody could hear her. So you can't use somebody or everybody. Yeah. But why is it not anybody? Anyone? Does anyone know why it's not anybody? Okay, so you can't use the word anybody because again, it's the same reason. Like you can't say Lily shouted until she was hoarse, but anybody could hear her. Yeah. So you have to like let people know that nobody could hear her. So in the third sentence, it says he offered a handsome reward to blank who could find his lost puppy. What's the answer?
Someone.
Anyone?
Someone, anyone. Okay. Any other answers?
Everyone.
Anyone.
Anyone?
Okay.
Anyone?
Okay.
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay. Okay. So the answer. Okay. So the answer is anyone. So the answer is he offered a handsome reward to anyone who could find his lost puppy. Okay. Why is it not nobody?
පුතා අද්දේ කොහොද උඩ රෙදි ටික දානවලු පල්ලෙහාට. උඩ රෙදි ටික
Why
දානවලු
can't you use the word nobody?
අද්දේ කොහොද අයියා? පොත් අල්ලලානේ. හැබැයි තෙත පිටින් දාන්න එපා. අත හොඳට පියදා ගන්න.
Does anyone have any idea? So if you use the word, he offered a handsome reward to nobody. So who could find his lost puppy? Like basically, why would he reward someone who wouldn't be able to find his puppy, right? So you can't use the word nobody. You can't use the word nobody. So the answer should be anyone. Yeah. Why is it not someone? Does anyone have any idea?
Because some
Yes.
one person, if he couldn't find his lost puppy,
Yeah.
then others don't know about it and have to say to all, and then if anyone.
Yeah. So So basically, he's trying to offer a handsome reward to anyone, any person who can find his lost puppy, right? So you can't say someone, but you have to use the word anyone. Again, he offered a handsome reward to everyone who could find his lost puppy. Is that correct? No, right? So you have to use the word anyone. So question 4. There was blank I could do to stop him. He was too strong for me. What's
Nothing.
the answer?
Manuti, I love you.
Nothing.
Nothing. Any other answers?
Manuti.
Are there any answers? Does everyone agree with nothing? Okay, so the answer is nothing. So there was nothing I could do to stop him. He was too strong for me. Why is it not everything? There was everything I could do to stop him. He was too strong for me. Why can't you use the word everything? Okay, so you can't use the word everything because in the second sentence, it says that he was too strong for me, right? So you can't say that I could do everything to stop him. Because if you use the word everything, you are saying that you can stop him. But in the second sentence, it says that he was too strong for me. So you can't use the word everything. Why is it not anything?
Because
Yes.
the sentence telling that couldn't do to stop him, so it can't be anything.
Yes, good. Yes, very good. And why is it not something?
Because it won't match for the sentence.
Yes, there was something I could do to stop him. He was too strong for me. Yeah, it wouldn't match because in the second sentence, it says he was too strong for me, right? So if you could do something, you would be able to stop him. And you wouldn't need to say that he was too strong for me. So the answer is nothing. So you have to say there was nothing I could do to stop him. He was too strong for me. So the next question, he was rummaging through his school bag when Lang caught his eye. What's the answer?
Something.
Something, okay. Any other answers?
Something.
Does everyone agree with something? Okay, so the answer is something. He was rummaging through his school bag when something caught his eye. Why is it not nothing? Does anyone have any idea?
Because
Okay,
he
so
caused
you
something in his eye.
Sajina,
yes, exactly. He saw something, right? So you can't say nothing. Why is it not everything? Does anyone have any idea?
Sagavum,
Okay, so you can't use the word everything because something caught his eye, right? One specific thing caught his eye. So you can't really say everything because when you say everything, you're talking about a lot of things. Yeah. And why can't you use anything? Yeah, again, it's the same reason. You can't use anything because one specific thing caught his eye. And again, it doesn't match the sentence. Yeah. So question 6. Do you know of Lang who works for this bank? Father asked Mr. Pooh. What's the answer?
Anyone?
Anyone? Okay. Any other answers?
Anyone?
Good.
Anyone?
Anyone? Okay.
No.
Okay, so the answer is anyone because you can't say nobody, right? So you're asking your father. sorry, do you know of anyone who works for this bank? Father asked Mr. Poon. So the father is asking Mr. Poon whether he knows anyone who's working at the bank, right? So you can't say nobody. What does nobody refer to?
Nobody
Why
means
can't you
no
use?
anyone. Not the person.
Yes, basically, yes. You're not talking about a specific person, and you can't really use the word nobody because when you say nobody, you're not
Doesn't
referring to
match for
anyone,
the
right?
sentence.
Sorry?
It doesn't match for the sentence.
Yes, it also doesn't match the sentence. Plus, you're talking about a specific person, right? You're trying to find someone from the bank, so you can't really use the word nobody. And again, why is it not no one? Again, it's similar to nobody, right? When you say no one, you're not referring to anyone. Okay. Why is it not everything?
Because he's asking for a person. Everything is
Yes, he's asking.
Only a singular person.
Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Okay, so we'll move on to the 7th question. Mrs. Straw gave such a ridiculous deadline for the. Yes, good. Gave such a ridiculous deadline for the project that blank would. What's the correct answer? Does anyone have any idea? Sorry?
Do you know of anyone who?
The answers do not contain anyone. What's the answer? Okay, so the answer is yes, everyone. Yeah. So Mrs. Straw gave such a ridiculous deadline for the project that everyone mourned. Okay. So why is it not anybody?
Because it's for a large amount of people, so we can't tell one person.
Yeah. That's somewhat true, yes. Any other reasons? Yeah, so the reason that you stated is also correct. Plus, it doesn't really fit into the sentence. Yeah. And why is it not nobody?
It's not
Yes.
it's not match for the sentence.
Yeah, it doesn't match the sentence. Yes. And again, you're referring to a large number of people. So you can't really use the word nobody. And what about someone? Why can't you use the word someone?
Because there's a lot of subjects on the sentence.
Yes, correct. If someone refers to one person, right? So you can't use the word someone. So we'll move on to the 8th question. Blank is as strong as my daddy, Melora boasted to her friends. What's the answer?
Nobody.
Sorry? Nobody. Okay. Yes. Any other answers? Okay, so everyone agrees that it's nobody, right? Why is it not everybody?
It's a positive sentence.
Yeah. So Milora is boasting to her friends, right? So if everybody is strong as her dad, basically she wouldn't be boasting, right? So you have to say that nobody is as strong as my daddy. Milora boasted to her friends. Yeah. Why is it not somebody? Again, if someone was as strong as her dad, basically Milora wouldn't be boasting, yeah? And why is it not anybody?
Because it's the same reason.
Good. So the answer is nobody. Okay. So question 9, the widow cried bitterly when blank she had was destroyed in the fire. What's the answer?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, good. Any other answers?
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, the answer is everything. The widow cried bitterly when everything she had was destroyed in the fire. Why is it not anything?
It won't match.
It will match. Plus, basically in a fire, everything will get destroyed, right? You can't say anything. You can't use the word anything. So you have to use the word everything. And why is it nothing? Why is it not nothing?
When it's nothing, the widow wouldn't cry.
Yes, very good. The widow wouldn't cry if nothing of hers would has been destroyed. So why is it not for something? Again, it doesn't really fit in this context because like in a fire, most of the stuff will get destroyed, right? You can't say something. So you have to use the word everything. Yeah. Question 10. Blank was allowed to enter the room except for the shop's manager. What's the answer?
No one.
No one. Okay, good. Any other answers? Good. Okay. Okay, so the answer is no one. No one was allowed to enter the room except for the shop's manager. Why is it not someone?
Because in these sentences, use except.
Sorry? Oh, yeah. It uses except. Yes. If you use the word except, basically, you're saying that no one can enter except that person, right? So someone can't enter. So you can't use the word someone. Okay, why is it not something?
Because something is not a, it is a thing, not a person.
Yes. Yes, it's not a person and it's a thing. And it can't enter, right? Because it uses the word except again. And why is it not nothing? Why can't you use the word nothing?
There was a nothing. The shop manager also can't enter the room.
But you have the word except, right?
Then it's not matched for the sentence.
Yeah. So nothing doesn't refer to a person, right? So you can't, if you're referring to a person, you can't say nothing was allowed to enter the room except for the shop's manager, right? So that's why you can't use the word nothing. So you have to use the word no one. Okay. So yeah, we're done with the lesson. Do you all have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Others? Okay. So it's 7 now. If anyone has any questions, please let me know now. Okay, I guess no one has any questions, right? Okay, thank you for being so cooperative. Everyone has been very good. Thank you. I'll see you all next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
See the fit.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. See you.
They feel that it's easy. Most of them say it's easy. Good job, Arani. Very
Thank you.
patient. Reverend,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Arani, for
Thank you.
our contribution. Yeah, for Sri Lankan students, right? I think the feedback is it's not hard, right? Your lesson was easy and it's normal. Anyways, I think the time is 4:30, so we can stop class, right? Thanks for your participation and contribution and everything you gave us for the Sri Lankan students.
thank you.
I think there were some noises, right?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Okay, then see you next week.
Thank you, and see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
පුතේ අපි එන ක්ලාස් එක නවත්තනවා. මේ මම හිතන්නේ කවුරු හරි මේ කියන්නේ සමහර කෙනෙක් මයික්ස් ඔන් කරලා කතා කරනවා අනවශ්‍ය විදිහට ඒ වගේ දේවල් කරන්න එපා. දැන් කෙනෙක් මම ඇත්තටම රිමූව් කරා. මම පර්සනලි දන්නේ නැහැ අපි කවුරුත්. ඒ නිසා ඒ වගේ දේවල් කරන්න එපා. ක්ලාස් එකේදී ඔයාලා කතා කරනවා නම් ඒ මයික්ස් ඔෆ් කරලා කතා කරන්න. ඒක හැමදාම මතක තියාගන්න කියලා මතක් කරලා අපි අද පන්ති අද අවසන් කරමු. හරි බොහොම ස්තුතියි හැමදාම.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you again next week.
Take care, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Shall we stop recording?
Okay, I will stop. Wait, let me see. Where? How do I